Hi, I'm Dr. Patrick Andersen of Madison Maximize Living. Many people rely on information like natural healthcare news to build a healthier body from the inside out. Many prescription medications can be costly and have too many side effects. So if you can help your body build naturally, wouldn't you want to? Join co-host Stacy Hansen and myself on Maximize Living as we discuss natural healthcare news, coming up next on Wisconsin's 57.
Welcome back to Maximize Living with Dr. Patrick Andersen. We're talking natural healthcare news today with some things we've found for you from around the web. This one's pretty good from the Reader's Digest. It talks about natural light alarm clocks, which I've always been really kind of intrigued by. I always feel like I want one, especially in the winter when you have to wake up and it's like pitch black for another hour or something. And these basically, they can be programmed to start gradually lighting your room 5, 10, or even 30 minutes before your alarm time, and supposedly you wake up feeling so much more refreshed and energized, because one of the reasons you might be waking up tired is because it's just so dark and your body's, it's out of rhythm with your body.
The light is one of the best things to get early in the morning to get your body going. And so I think that's a great idea. I saw that and wanted to bring that up to everybody's attention.
Yeah, so we'll have to get one. Yeah, maybe you talked about you were going to maybe get one.
I'm going to order one right away.
Let us know how it goes. Yeah.
The one I've got an article here from Kaiser Health News. In pain, many doctors say opioids are not the answer. Obviously, there's a lot of concern about so many people switching from opioids to heroin addiction, and it brings up a major concern. One hospital in California reduced their opioid prescriptions by half, but also their pain satisfaction scores went down. So, that's the concern. Certain page here, we talked about what Dr. Ramana Naudu said. We don't have any evidence to support the use of daily opioid therapy beyond about 3 months for chronic non-cancer pain. She's an anesthesiologist and pain management specialist at the University of California, San Francisco. All of these individuals who have been on opioids for years and years have been doing so without any support from medical literature and science.
Interesting.
Long-term use comes with a plethora of possible and unpleasant side effects: constipation, confusion, low testosterone, difficulty urinating, weakening bones, and they can also make, as a counter twist, they can often also make you more sensitive to pain.
Wow, so you end up needing
There's
more
a rebound
and more.
effect too. And of course, with many opioids, you can develop tolerance and then you end up wanting more and more. And so it's a real issue. And of course, as a natural healthcare provider, we want to prevent those conditions as much as possible by using good, healthy hygiene. And chiropractic care is part of a healthy lifestyle.
So hopefully you never have to even go down that path. Well, speaking of a healthy lifestyle, apparently cayenne pepper has some impressive health benefits. And this is something that I never really ate. I never even would have thought about it. It's in the same family as bell peppers and jalapenos and paprika, some of the things you may be using more in your life. But it's 1 tablespoon has got 17 calories, but it boosts your metabolism. Who knew? It also helps you reduce hunger. It reduces the production of the hunger hormone. It can even lower your blood pressure in some cases here. They've found some studies have shown that it's happened in animal studies, so more studies needed, but it's interesting. Can also maybe help improve your digestive health. Can reduce the risk of stomach ulcers, which is the opposite of what you would have thought, because it's kind of a spicy thing, isn't it? And you would think that would irritate it more, but apparently it doesn't. It could even help relieve pain. It reduces the amount of this hormone that is produced by your body to travel to your brain to say that you're in pain, and it actually reduces that.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that is really neat. So many things here, maybe even reducing cancer risk in some studies. There's some promise in cancer research. And yeah, easy to add to your diet. You can just add a pinch of it as a spice to your favorite foods.
And that capsaicin is often used as a pain patch too, a pepper patch to reduce pain. And that's a nice natural way to do it. So
interesting.
have more pepper.
All right, well, stay with us. We'll have more on natural healthcare news right after the break. Have your questions for Dr. Pat answered on an episode of Maximize Living. Send your email to drpat@wi57.tv. Welcome back to Maximize Living with Dr. Patrick Andersen. We're talking natural health care news today. Got a lot of interesting things to share with you. I've got something here from the New York Post. A study showed that a good night's sleep actually feels like winning the lottery. So your odds of winning the lottery really aren't that great, but anyone can get a good night's sleep, so isn't that great news? They said that it's the equivalent of waking up feeling like you've won $215,000. So I've just made you richer today. They said also that if you are having sleep issues, not only does not being able to sleep just feel plain awful, you also are putting yourself at greater risk for developing depression, obesity, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease. So it's something that you really want to do for your health, but also it's going to make you feel really great.
Yeah, learning good sleep hygiene makes a big difference and feels like you're winning the lottery.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So congratulations.
I've got one here, 6 ways turmeric essential oil supports a healthy body. It's from Epigenetic Labs. You've probably heard a lot about turmeric in the last several years.
A lot lately,
and
especially.
you just talked about pepper.
Yeah.
And when you combine black pepper with turmeric, it's much more functional.
Wow, who knew?
In the study, yeah. And according to the National Institute of Health, turmeric is used as a dietary supplement for inflammation, arthritis, stomach, skin, liver, and gallbladder problems, and cancer, and other conditions where people are supplementing with turmeric.
Turmeric. Yeah, I've actually seen turmeric supplements now, like next to the supplement aisle.
Yeah, I actually like to use it in a powdered form as much as possible because if you get more turmeric.
Like the kitchen spice, basically?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it supports good health. It promotes clear skin. You can actually make it with a face mask with honey. Use it for a face mask with honey.
There you go, right from your pantry.
Yeah. It helps joints. It's been about 1 gram a day, as this article is stating, is helpful for joints. And improves mood and sense of well-being. And they recommend diffusing it. That's something I haven't done and I want to start doing, is a diffuser with some of these essential oils that are healthy. You know, much better than a candle with you know, a toxic smell to it.
Yeah, more and more is coming out about that, about how that can be pretty dangerous.
Help with digestive issues. Turmeric is considered to be exceptionally helpful with digestive issues. It's been used to help relieve gas and promote healthy digestion and elimination. Supports a healthy liver. In this day and age, our livers are under such load, you know, from the processed foods, from the sugar, from
Sugars,
things that cannot digest well, let alone toxic drugs and exposures in our packaging. So supporting a healthy liver is a good idea. Supports oral health. It actually helps kill one of the pathological Pyromorphus gingivalis in the mouth. And it's associated with progression of periodontal disease.
Really?
So using that would be helpful. There aren't really too many concerns with taking it. So just dilute it with if you're going to put it on your body, dilute it with a carrier like olive oil, coconut oil, argan into that before putting it on your body.
Interesting.
Just a small patch of it if you're going to put it on your body.
Have you tried that yet?
Not yet.
Yeah.
But I do like to take turmeric on a daily basis. I try to have a tablespoon of it, just mix it in water. I suppose I could eat Indian food all the time and get a lot of it there, but
Which I do
it's a little
enjoy,
easier
yeah.
just to take a tablespoon of turmeric.
Yeah, it's just another excuse for me to go to the Indian buffet, I guess. So
Yeah, there
I'll
you
take
go.
that. When we come back, I'm going to talk a little bit about the health benefits of consuming cucumber. That'll be right after the break. Have your questions for Dr. Pat answered on an episode of Maximize Living. Send your email to drpat@wi57.tv. Welcome back to Maximize Living with Dr. Patrick Andersen. We're talking natural health care news today. And I promised before the break that we'd share some health benefits of cucumber, which are a little bit surprising. Not that long ago, somebody said to me that, I don't bother eating cucumber because there's not that many calories, so it must just be mostly water and there's nothing in it for me. Well, news for you. There's actually 9 health benefits. It protects your brain. There's actually an anti-inflammatory in it that has been found to prevent progressive memory and learning impairments. It also reduces your risk of cancer. It's got some ingredients in there that have anti-cancer properties. It fights inflammation. It actually cools the inflammatory response in your body. So you think about it like cool as a cucumber.
Yeah,
it's
there you
true.
go.
It really does cool you. It also freshens your breath. They think maybe by some of that cooling effect, they think that excess heat in your stomach might be the primary cause of bad breath. So you could eat some cucumber. It is cool. There's a lot of antioxidants in it. It manages stress with some of those B vitamins. It supports your digestive health. It's got a lot of insoluble fiber in it. And because of it being low calorie, it does help you maintain a healthy weight because it's got all that fiber, and then it's low calorie, so you feel full, but you haven't really consumed a lot. And then finally, it supports heart health. It contains potassium, which is associated with lower blood pressure levels. So definitely throw
your
some
cucumbers.
cucumbers in that salad or dip it in hummus like we've done on the show.
Yeah, cucumbers, that sounds awesome. I've got one here. Stop using canola oil immediately. This is from draxe.com. And he's got an interesting open on this. When it comes to canola oil, some people view it as a healthy food. And I've even seen it in magazines, promoted in health magazines as a healthy
when it
oil.
was, and I totally thought it was healthy.
And you've got people on both sides of the fence on canola oil. 2 extremely passionate viewpoints. It can be very challenging to get to the bottom of it all. On one hand, detractors claim that canola oil is completely toxic, containing the infamous chemical warfare agent mustard gas, and it causes everything from mad cow disease to blindness. On the other hand, supporters believe that canola oil is one of the healthiest oils on the planet because it's rich in omega-3s, low in saturated fats, and is a good source of oleic acid. There's more to the canola story as he goes on. Canola is made from rapeseed oil, and it has large amounts of uric acid, which has been known to cause health problems. And so when this was processed in Canada, it would be a low uric acid rapeseed. And that's how it got the name canola. It's really Canadian oil. And they call it canola oil.
Oh.
Low acid, Canadian low acid oil.
Because I know you said there's no canola plant.
Yeah, but the challenge in here is that over 90% of canola oil is genetically modified. And it's often partially hydrogenated to increase its stability, and that causes negative side effects. So take a second look at canola oil. I wouldn't use it as a health food oil.
Stick with your olive oils,
Coconut
avocado
oils, grape seed oil, avocado oil. So there's plenty of good ones out there. This canola oil is inexpensive, and I just don't believe it's healthy.
So good to know if you're using that. And then also, there's something here from the Daily Mail about food to boost your mood. And it talks about how avocados are great. They're actually packed with this substance that produces dopamine, which makes you feel really happy and boosts your mood in your brain. So avocados are packed with this. And then salmon is packed with omega-3s, which we were just talking about omega-3s. And that's been linked to helping fight depression and anxiety. So maybe if you're feeling a little down, maybe have some avocado and some salad, or so some salad too. Salad's always good. And then, woohoo, dark chocolate is on here, Dr. Pat. We both love dark chocolate.
You bet, 70% or higher.
So that has been linked to reducing the stress hormone, cortisol. So definitely if you're feeling a little stressed out, have a piece of dark chocolate.
You milk chocolate people. It doesn't cut it.
So today I've helped you feel like you win the lottery and
boost your dopamine, which how priceless is that?
And have some dark chocolate. So stay with us. We'll have more after the break. Have your questions for Dr. Pat answered on an episode of Maximize Living. Send your email to drpat@wi57.tv. Welcome back to Maximize Living with Dr. Patrick Andersen. We're talking natural health care news today, and before the break I was sharing with you some foods that help boost your mood. There's a couple I didn't get to tell you about yet. We just talked about dark chocolate and we got so excited about that we just didn't get any further. But they also talk about bananas are packed with tryptophan, which the body uses to create serotonin, which makes you feel, is it happier or just more even or both?
Happier, yep.
Both. And then they said, bananas dipped in chocolate will give you that afternoon boost.
What a combination. There you go. Permission right there, folks.
There you go.
Stacy gave you permission.
And then bringing it down a little bit, not quite as exciting, but still great. I do like spinach. Spinach is also packed with serotonin boosting magnesium. So they recommend spinach too. It's also full of zinc and folic acid, which also helps with depression. And then lastly, they say the scent of coconut has been tied to reducing stress. People's heart rate slows down and their blood pressure stabilizes after a stressful task if they smell coconut. Do you think that's because people associate that with vacation and being on like a resort?
Maybe. That smell of
It just sort
coconut,
of reminds you of your happy place, I wonder.
Well, I'm happy every time I go into Mounds Pet Food Warehouse to get some
propane
or something for a pet.
Get your
and
Mounds
they give you the
candy bar?
Mounds candy bar, although I don't like the sugar, but there's a lot of coconut and dark chocolate. So I have one here on always have a bloated stomach. Here's 10 reasons why. So this is a practically epidemic condition where people eat the wrong foods or have a condition in their body that causes a bloated stomach, and they're really not. It's not fat. It's more gas in the system, water retention, things like that. This is from Dr. Axe. Some of the concerns are, though, if you have a bloated stomach and you have fever, watery eyes, constipation or diarrhea, skin rashes, vomiting, blood in your stool. Sounds like a drug commercial.
Yeah, it does.
Sorry. Unintentional weight loss.
You should read it really quickly.
In trouble getting to the bathroom. We need some pretty pictures going while we're talking. Pain around your lymph nodes and fatigue. So those are some things to be concerned when you have a bloated stomach. You could have another condition going on. But for a lot of people, they're eating the wrong food. They may need enzymes to help. Or they may not be combining food right. Sugar with protein can be more bloating. They may be deficient in probiotics. So again, good bacteria foods to eat like kimchi, sauerkraut, yogurt, kefir, kombucha, kill bad bacteria that trigger these digestive issues and bloating. Raw dairy, aged raw cheese, good to eat. Water-rich fruits and vegetables, leafy greens, cucumbers, celery, fennel, artichoke, melon, berries, veggies, steamed veggies, all very helpful to eat. And herbs and spices and teas like ginger, dandelion, aloe vera, fennel, parsley. All very helpful. Things you want to avoid is the sugar-sweetened snacks. They ferment in the stomach and they'll often cause a bloating. So watch what you eat. Sometimes people can do a elimination diet where they don't eat certain foods, and then when they start adding them back to the diet, they can see which ones they react to.
You can see which one is the culprit. Very interesting. And I was telling you during the break that I've recently started cutting out added sugars, which is more difficult than you think because it's in everything. Because you would just think, oh, well, then I just won't have dessert. No, it's in breads and so many things, a lot of snacks. So definitely I feel great though.
It's
worth doing. Yeah, it's in ketchup, a lot of sauces. So really start looking at the ingredient list. You'll be surprised at how much sugar you're really getting.
The less ingredients, the better. Like how many ingredients have an apple?
Yeah.
It's one.
Yeah, you're better off just having a piece of fruit. So. And then we keep talking about probiotics, but it's so important. I have an article here about probiotics for babies. It's from the Huffington Post, and really about helping your baby's gut health. And they talk about breast milk. Human breast milk is pretty good for this too, but they also say that once they're able to start eating real foods, a diet rich in fruit, fiber, and vegetables can also help contribute to that healthy gut. If they're not kind of getting enough of that, it's been linked to a lot of chronic diseases. It's amazing at how much your gut can really affect so much of your body.
That's really come out in the last several years, is how critical important gut is. And to have a baby not get much of that or have so many antibiotics, parents would do well to be concerned about recultivating the intestinal tract of their children.
Interesting stuff. Well, stay with us. We'll have more right after the break. Have your questions for Dr. Pat answered on an episode of Maximize Living. Send your email to drpat@wi57.tv.
Thank you for watching our show on Natural Healthcare News. I hope these articles continue to help you make better choices for you and your family's health. I encourage each and every one of you to take care of your body naturally, the way it was designed. The fastest growing natural healthcare profession in the world is chiropractic. I encourage every man, woman, and child to have a chiropractic checkup. Please call us at 608-833-1282 for a checkup today. For Maximize Living, I'm Dr. Patrick Andersen. Until next time, live well and God bless.